Hello sports fans, this is Steven here for JustMyPicks.com, and I bring you a special college football breakdown of one of the best Chick-fil-A kickoff games we've seen in a long time. We have the University of Alabama, defending champions of the BCS, two-time champions if you will, taking on Frank Beamer and Virginia Tech Hokies live from the Georgia Dome. Just My Picks has you covered on all of the coverage of this football game. It will be in Atlanta, Georgia, live from the Georgia Dome this Saturday. Kickoff starts at 5:30. I'm going to be breaking down this game. It's very interesting. Nick Saban and Frank Beamer go back many years, if you will. If you even think about going into the 80s where Frank Beamer made a lot of his marks as a coach, this is basically mano a mano. This is the upper echelon of, this is basically as high as you get in college football. You have Frank Beamer, who's one of the royalties, one of the most respected coaches in college football, taking on Nick Saban, who is another one of the most respected head coaches in college football. They've both had over the years an immense group of talent. We look at Michael Vick on one side of the ball, D'Angelo Hall, and then on the other side you look at Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, even A.J. McCarron now, Julio Jones. These guys both know how to recruit. This game's going to come down to who can run the ball better, flat out, simple. Virginia Tech plays excellent defense. They played Frank Beamer ball, which is basically you get that ball on a turnover, you put a hat on the head, and you make those players turn that ball over. Plus, they play excellent special teams. That means kickoff, punt returns, the whole nine. Frank Beamer's team is disciplined. They're locked in. They're loaded. They're ready to play. The only thing that scares me is Alabama is the same exact way. Nick Saban wants blood. He is coming out. He wants to make a statement not only to the ACC but also to the SEC that the two-time defending champion and A.J. McCarron in the Alabama Crimson Tide will roll. And coming into this game, the only thing that scares me really is that Virginia Tech doesn't have the outstanding offense that Alabama has. They have a little pop with Neal and Thomas back there at the quarterback position, but they do not have the big dogs to roll on offense. Wide receivers galore, running backs galore. Alabama is just a machine that continues to recruit top 10 class after top 10 class, and it's not looking like it's coming to an end. Alabama has had excellent spring ball practices. We've seen some of their scrimmages live on ESPN, ESPNU, some things like that. But this game is going to come down to who can play better offense, because Frank Beamer has his team fired up, so does Nick Saban. And Nick Saban, coming into opening season games, is almost undefeated when he's with the University of Alabama. And you cannot do anything in the SEC unless you win your first game. So looking at this, I'm picking the University of Alabama to not only win, but to win big. I'm picking against the spread and against Virginia Tech in this game. This is going to be a blue plate special. Nick Saban will come out and try to score as many points as possible. I'm telling you, I have a feeling that even though the respect is there for Frank Beamer, he is going to try to force his will early and often. You will see A.J. McCarron have the ball tremendous amount of times in this game. I'm thinking at least 35 plus passes for AJ, because Nick Saban wants to run the ball, but he wants to air out this offense and get LSU and to get Texas A&M and to get all these other key SEC rivals to thinking that they can really throw the ball around, to get them practicing for all these high-flying acrobats that Alabama has. So Nick Saban likes to play mind games inside of different games to scare other SEC teams. I'm telling you what I know, folks. Alabama will win this game and win this game big. I'm predicting that this game may even be over by halftime, because Alabama has been hitting on each other all off season long. They've heard that they can't be a dynasty. They've heard Johnny Manziel this, Johnny Manziel that. That's only pissing Nick Saban off and the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm telling you, this is going to be a blowout. What do you guys think? I want to know what you think of my prediction, of me predicting that Alabama's going to blow the brakes off of Virginia Tech in this football game. Check me out at JustMyPicks.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at JustMyPicksTV. Also, check me out on YouTube, YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. Also, subscribe and share my videos in your sports groups. I want to know the topic of debates that you want to hear debated in the games that you want to see. So once again, thank you very much for commenting, and please subscribe.